Oh yeah, here. We'll do this. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Popping the Popcorn. It's 9 o'clock somewhere, and today I have my friend Alan. How you doing, Alan?
Hey, Katie. Good evening. How is your night going?
It's going pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, it is great. Getting the house ready, putting the Christmas decorations up, and just getting ready for my favorite time of year.
Me too. I sent it to you in Facebook, so you have it.
Awesome.
Hi, Kyle. This is my friend Kyle.
Hey,
Hi, Kyle. Hey, Esther. So tonight we'll be talking about everything Christmas. That's why we have on our Christmas hats. And we'll be talking about Disney Christmas movies. And if you're in the chat, come say hi to us.
Yes. Hello. Say hey. Hey, howdy, hey. To quote my friend David Picano, who you had on here last week.
Yes, he was. We were having so much fun last week.
Oh, isn't he a blast? Him and his wife. I love both of them.
Me too.
Great mine.
They're amazing people.
Yeah, they
and
are.
I really like them. And yeah, and we had so much fun. We were just talking about like nonsense. It was just like off the wall like nonsense last week. And my friend TJ, he wanted to come on the live so bad, and I'm like, TJ, I'm only focusing on like one person at a time. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't be like focusing on a whole bunch of people all at once, you know.
Well, hopefully we have just as much fun tonight, which I think we definitely will.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. You know, everybody knows me. I go off topic sometimes, so that's okay.
That sounds like me. You know, put me in a room talking about one thing and I'll end up 20,000 miles away in another thing.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's what happens to me too. So I always go off topic on the podcast as well too. So it's all good. You know. So how's everybody's week going? I hope you guys are having a good week and a happy Friday. Is everybody the weekend?
Happy Friday before. If you're in America, it's our Thanksgiving next week.
Yes, it is.
And so one of my favorite times of year.
It's one of my favorite times.
What do you usually do on Thanksgiving, Katie?
So my family, we usually have a big family dinner, but this year we're not doing anything because it's the first year without my grandma. So I'm just gonna go over to Mark's family's house this year. What are you guys doing?
So we'll probably go to my grandparents' house. They do lunch, so like a early lunch around noon, 1 o'clock, and then we'll probably go to Marcos's grandparents' house in the evening for dinner. So we'll do 2.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, definitely. Is Mark's family local?
Yeah, they live like 10 minutes from me.
Whoa, then you've got it made.
Yeah, so it's not that bad. You know what I mean? So guys, let us know in the comments what some of your favorite Disney Christmas movies are, or any of your Christmas favorite movies are. Hi, Hobbs. This is my friend Hobbs.
What up, Hobbs? 'Tis the season. That is right. My favorite season.
Yes, it's my favorite season as well. It's such a good season because it puts everybody in a good spirit, I think.
I know, and then especially once you hear all those Christmas songs, I love Christmas music.
Me too. I wish the radio stations would be playing it now, but they don't play it until like Thanksgiving night. So.
Oh, they're not playing it over there yet?
No.
So I'm outside Chicago, and they play it already here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we've had it
Hi,
for about
Jake.
2 weeks or so.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hi, Jake. I love you. Heart you. This
Hey,
is Jake from Jake's Journeys. If you guys haven't checked out his YouTube channel, go check out his YouTube channel. He's really cool. He's been to Disneyland Shanghai. He lived in Disneyland for 3 years. And he has a whole bunch of videos on Disneyland Shanghai. So go check his videos out.
Oh, very cool. I'm going to have to go check that out.
And he's also
pretty soon.
And he's also been on a few episodes with me as well.
Oh,
and
nice.
Hobbs is saying, and if you like horror movies, go check out Hobbs Horror. If you like horror movies, and Hobbs is saying he likes Mickey, The Christmas Carol with Mickey. What do you think of that movie?
Oh, I cannot confirm nor deny that one's on my list.
Okay. We're going to go over our top 5 favorite Disney Christmas movies. So
and so the important part for you guys out there that are watching to know is that we haven't seen or heard each other's lists yet. So this is going to be as much of a surprise for us as it is for you guys.
Yeah, so we wanted to have fun with this. We thought it would be a fun Friday night episode week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, definitely. And just because I'm one of the crazy Christmas people, as you can see my cool Santa hat, and I got my Mickey Spirit jersey on. I'm ready. I'm ready for the holidays.
Yeah,
got my house decorated. It's all coming around.
And I have mine, and it says I've been a good girl. I have my hat on too, and I have this is actually a Star Wars hoodie. Jake says he's in good spirits. I'm glad you're in good spirits, Jake. He lives in New Zealand, actually.
New Zealand. Oh, down under.
Yeah. And he's saying hi, Alan.
Hello, hello.
And he's saying, no, I'm cool. Jake, you are a cool person. I love you, Jake. And then, hi, Tristan. And he's saying he loves The Nightmare Before Christmas. That one, I like it, but it's in like my top 10. So it's in my top 10, but it's not on my top 5 list. And Hobbs is saying hi to Tristan.
No, we'll have to see.
And then Esther's saying the Polar Express, The Grinch Stole Christmas are her and the last favorite holiday, and she's not too crazy about the new Grinch with the Cumberbatch guy.
Oh yes, but I mean, the Polar Express has such a great soundtrack. First of all, I love Tom Hanks. Anything Tom Hanks does, I'm all for it. And then I love Josh Groban. He's got such an amazing voice, and he does the soundtrack to Polar Express.
Yes, he does it. And I used to read the book when I was a little girl. My mom would read it every Christmas Eve. That and the night before Christmas when Santa comes, that book. So I love those books. All right, so Alan, what is your 5th one? What's your number 5?
Number 5, I'm gonna start out number 5 with last week we had the 2nd anniversary of Disney Plus, and we had Disney Plus Day. One of the original title features that came out when Disney Plus first came out was Noel. And so for number 5, I chose Noel with Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader. They are, not to give away any spoil plot, but they are Santa's children trying to live up with his footsteps, live up to his footsteps. So,
hi, Kelly. She likes Christmas Vacation. That's a really good one. With Chevy Chase.
Kelly. Kelly is one of my best friends. I love you, girl. Thanks for watching.
Hearts to Kelly.
Yes.
And then Tristan saying, I'm actually working on a spook. Oh, that's awesome, Tristan. I can't wait to see that. That's awesome.
Please share. I'd love to see that.
And And I do like Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's a classic. Who doesn't like that one? So you surprised me with Noelle because actually Noelle is my number 4.
Oh, okay. So what's your number 5?
So my number 5 is because Beauty and the Beast is my favorite like Disney animated movie, and it's like my favorite like because my personality is more like Belle. So my number 5 is the Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas. Have you seen that one? Enchanted Christmas.
Haven't. I mean, I have, and I love it. It's so cute. It's definitely in my top 10, but it did not make my top 5.
So it's one of my favorite movies just because I like how Belle and the Beast interact in this movie, and it just makes you feel like Christmas because you get to see all the characters and everything like that, and I just really love that one. It's one of my favorites. Home Alone and Prosper is good too. Yeah, Home Alone is good too. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. So what's your number 4?
My number 4 was one that we talked about a few seconds ago. I went with Mickey's Christmas Carol. It's the retelling of the classic Charles Dickens story of Ebenezer Scrooge. Uncle Scrooge is Ebenezer, so it was perfect. Mickey plays Bob Cratchit and tells the story of Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas future. So it's a classic. I went with Mickey's Christmas Carol.
I love a Mickey's Christmas Carol. It's in my top 5. It's in my top 10. But I can just watch that anytime because I'm a classic novel girl, so I love anything Charles Dickens. So it's one of my favorites, and it's also one of my favorite books. And there's so many different movies that are on that movie. Actually,
there are so many interpretations of it. Another good contender did not make it, but was definitely an honorable mention. Was the one a few years ago with Jim Carrey.
The Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey in it.
Yeah, it was. I love that one. So I would honorable mention that one.
That one I do not like as much. I don't know why. I think Jim Carrey looks creepy as Ebenezer Scrooge in that one, so that's probably why. And then Tristan saying the Beauty and the Beast Christmas Enchanted is so underrated. It is. Yes, I had it on VHS too, Tristan.
Yes, I think I did too.
And I just like it's just one of my favorite movies. So as I said, my number 4 was Noelle because I just like that movie and I like the relationship with Andrew Kendrick. I can't even talk. Andrew can talk. her name's a tongue twister.
Anna Kendrick
and Bill Hader. I just like their chemistry together, and I just thought it was like kind of cool because it kind of reminded me of a couple other movies that where she doesn't know what's real, what's not when she goes into like the human world because she's so used to being in the North Pole, and it's just an interesting like dynamic between them two.
Yeah, and I've loved Bill Hader since he was on Saturday Night Live, so I've been a fan for a long time.
Right. And then what's your number 3?
My number 3, I went with Olaf's Frozen Adventure.
Oh, I love that one too.
It was the first short released after Frozen was released in the theaters, and it really told a cute story about learning different Christmas traditions. And Olaf and Anna going around town and trying to find the right way to celebrate Christmas, but there really is no right way because everybody does it differently. So for number 3, I did Olaf's Frozen Adventure, and we get the cute song, the Making Today a Perfect Day or something like that.
Yeah, that was a cute song, and I like that story as well because it's just like what is their Christmas present? What and he's trying to figure it out, and then at the end he finally figures it out, and he's just like, oh, like, almost like, when he says some people are worth melting for in the first Frozen movie,
Yeah.
And I just think he's a cute character, even though that a lot of people don't like Josh Gad, but I think he's all right.
Oh my gosh, I think he's hilarious. I loved him as LeFou.
I did too in Beauty and the Beast.
In Beauty and the Beast, and I just actually, if you really, really want to go back, I saw him in Book of Mormon on Broadway. The
awesome.
touring company when they came to Chicago, and he was fantastic. So I've been a Josh Gad fan for a long time.
That's awesome. The Muppets Christmas Carol is actually my favorite film version of that story. Michael Caine as Scrooge. Yeah, that's a really good one. Tristan.
I do love that. I would definitely give that an honorable mention also. It almost made my top 5, but I had to choose between that one and Mickey won out.
Right. Yeah. And
what was your number 3?
My number 3 is the I have to phone. Is Mickey Once Upon a Christmas is my number 2.
Oh, that's so cute.
I love that one. It just makes me in a good mood anytime that I watch it. It just makes me in a good mood. And it's just such a cute movie that you can watch anytime, really. Even if you're in a bad mood, it's a good movie to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jake saying he loves the Muppets Christmas Carol too. Have you seen the one with Stan from Jake, he doesn't know Stan, so I'll have to introduce him to Stan. But he has not seen that episode. I'll have to send him that episode.
Which Stan are you talking about? Stan Solo?
Yeah.
Oh, I know Stan Solo.
No, I know you do, but Tristan doesn't.
Oh, got you.
Don't forget Jake. You know Jake. Alan, you know Jake. He's been on Now That. Yeah, he's been on Now That's Disney.
Oh, okay.
You guys were on an episode, but when you were on the episode, you were
I was at Magic Kingdom, and I was trying to live stream Happily Ever After, but I kept cutting out. It was one of the last times. Hi, Jake. I do know who you are. Hello.
Yes, that's the same Jake.
From you again.
That's the same Jake. We're a small, us Disney people are a small community.
Oh, definitely.
But we all know each other. It's just we don't realize that we all know each other. But Tristan, I'll have to send you that episode where my friend, he actually did a show with somebody that makes the Muppets, makes his own puppets, and it's really cool.
Yeah, I did see that one. I with Stan and I were talked about it a little bit ago. I was on his show a couple weeks ago, but the Muppet Haunted Mansion was made so well.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a great movie. I was so excited.
Oh, I love Muppets Haunted Mansion. It's so much better than the one with Eddie Murphy. Is that a hot take?
Oh my gosh.
I think that's a hot take. It's so much better, and I hope if they do remake it, I hope they don't oh, you're welcome, Tristan. I hope they don't do it again what they did with the Eddie Murphy one, because that was so horrible.
And I hope when Tower of Terror is released, because they're making a Tower of Terror movie with Scarlett Johansson. I hope they do it justice, because Tower of Terror is one of my favorites. I love Mission Breakout in Disneyland.
I haven't been on it.
I want to go. It's even though it's literally the same ride mechanism, it's different, and it's so good.
Right.
Tower of Terror is one of my favorite rides, top 5 Disney rides of all time. So I hope they do the movie justice. And I do love Scarlett Johansson, and I hope
I do too.
I hope they do it. I hope they do it well.
Yeah, I think she's gonna do a good job. But I wonder what story they're gonna come up with for it. I wonder if they're gonna put any of the Haunted Mansion Tower. I can't talk today. Tower of Terror reference in there or
I'm
what?
sure it's gonna be something about like old Hollywood and all that kind of fun stuff. At least I hope that's what it is.
I actually have a friend. He does all the the Twilight Zone show.
Mm-hmm.
He does all the YouTube videos for it. His name's Anthony, and he does all kinds of YouTube videos for it.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know they were remaking Tower of Terror, one of the few movies I like Steven Guttenberg in. Yeah, he's really good in that one. The old classic Tower of Terror movie. Have you seen that one?
I don't think I have.
That came out in the 90s. It has Kirsten Dunst is in that movie.
Oh, I do know what you're talking about.
A young Kirsten Dunst is in that movie.
I haven't seen it, but I know what it is. It's funny. I think I was at like a Walmart $5 bin for a minute, and it was in there.
You can get it on Amazon.
Oh.
Now you could just stream it on the TV. Yeah. But yeah, so what's your number 2?
My number 2, I'm gonna throw it back old school, and I'm gonna go with The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
That's my number 2 too.
Oh, it's so good. I love it so much.
Mark doesn't like Tim Allen, so I can't watch it when he's in the room. I can't watch it. Oh he thinks he's so annoying.
Does he not watch Toy Story?
He's never seen Toy Story.
Hang on. This is my shock face.
He's not a huge Disney fan, so a lot of Disney movies he watches because of me.
Why are you marrying him? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So a few years ago was our first time to Disney together. He knows who the Fab Five are, so he knows the Fab Five, but he doesn't know who the other characters are. So anytime there was a character, he'd be like, "Who's this character? Who's that character?" But of course, he knows who my favorite character is, Tinkerbell. But he mostly knows who the Fab Five are. Okay.
And he knows who Aladdin is, and the Lion King.
Gotcha. So if you talk about Haunted Mansion, he knows nothing.
No, he just thinks it's a cool ride. He's like, oh, okay, this is a cool ride, or Tower of Terror. He does like Rock and Roller Coaster though.
Oh, that's one of the best.
He does like that one, but it's just funny though. What are some of your other audience members? What are some of your other favorite Christmas or non-Disney Christmas movies? I'd like to know.
Yeah, non-Christmas. Well, one of my favorite non-Disney. I know it's cheesy, and if Marcos is watching, I know he's gonna laugh at me because he does every time. But one of my favorite. So I grew up old school. I grew up an only child for a long time, so I grew up around a lot of adults, and I grew up watching a lot of old things like the Brady Bunch and
I watched those
and that kind of stuff. Well, one of my favorite movies is the Very Brady Christmas.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
I love that movie, and it's on Hulu. If you haven't seen it lately, it's on Hulu. But when I was putting up the Christmas tree a couple weeks ago on November 1st, I put it up. I'm one of those people. And
we've had our Christmas tree up since September. Is that bad?
Oh my gosh. Okay, that one's not. I thought I was bad. But I watched Christmas with the Brady Bunch while I put up the tree.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time, but it's one of my favorites. I used to watch Brady Bunch on Nick at Night all the time. Oh. When they used to have all those old shows like Dick Van Dyke and I Dream of Jeannie and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
The old Nick at Night.
Oh, yeah. Now they show Friends, which makes me feel really old because Friends is not an old show. Friends just 5 years ago, according to my timeline.
Right. Yeah, I love Friends too. Friends cracks me up. But my favorite character is Chandler. Chandler is my favorite character. out of Friends.
Could Chandler be any more funny?
Yeah. But
That.
out of all of them, I think my personality is more like Rachel's because I'm like a little bit ditzy at times, so I'm more like a Rachel.
You know, one of my favorite Christmas things ever is the Christmas armadillo.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
But I love Anna and the Apocalypse. It's a zombie musical that I think is in the 90s Hallmark. But Mrs. Claus, oh yeah, I like that one too. I like those ones too, Tristan. Those are really good ones. And who doesn't love Angela Lansbury? She plays Mrs. Potts. Who doesn't love her?
Oh my gosh, Angela Lansbury is besides Betty White, she's like America's second sweetheart.
Yes, exactly. Can you believe Betty?
Is she American?
Huh. No, I think she's British.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I think she's British.
Besides Andrew, she's England's sweetheart.
Yeah, I think she's British. That's funny.
My bad.
Oops. Oh well, that's okay. Hey, they're still. Hey, as long as you believe it, that's all that matters, right?
You're right.
As I was watching today, I was watching the Venus and I was watching King Richard today that's on HBO Max.
Oh, I did see that it came out. Yep.
Betty White from Golden Girls. Yeah, I love Golden Girls.
Yes, me too. Betty White is amazing. Who was that? User.
She's my friend Esther.
Oh, hello, Esther. Yeah, no, I love Betty White. I sent her a letter one time, hoping to get a response, and it's been about 3 years. So I don't think I'm.
You know what I love her in? I love her in The Proposal with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock.
Yes, in the woods, and she
yeah. That part's so funny, and I'm not sure who this other Facebook user is, so let me look. But yeah, that part is so funny. I just crack up laughing every time I see that scene. I crack up laughing. Okay, that's Marie. That's my friend Marie. Hi, Marie.
Hello, Marie.
It's Donnie and Marie. That's who that is. You know who Donnie and Marie are.
Marie Osmond?
No, Donnie Nicholson. Donnie and Marie.
I thought you meant Donnie and Marie Osmond.
I don't know them. I wish. I wish.
Oh, wow, you know the Osmonds?
Yeah. I'm not that famous.
Wow.
I'm not that YouTube famous. I don't know anybody famous. When does Sometimes You Forget She's British? Probably all those years on Murder, She Wrote, and where she played the mystery writer. That is true, Tristan. That is true.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. I was trying to think of her accent, and that's what I was thinking of was Murder, She Wrote. But then she was Mrs. Potts, obviously. And
then Marie saying, I wish I was Marie Osmond. Alan, you crack me up. That's why I love you. You crack me up. Hey, don't forget when you first met me, you're like, she's my best friend.
Yes.
Because I was just cracking you up. I was just like, David's gonna watch this replay and be like, what are these two kids doing?
Don't put these two together ever again.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be like, what are these two talking about? So what's your number one?
My number one is should I drum roll?
Sure.
I went with one that's not in your top 10. Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's in my top 10. I just don't it's like 9 for me because that movie I can go either way with. Because I've seen it way too many times.
See, I love it. I love the
but it's I will say it's one of the better Tim Burton films. I will say that.
Oh yeah, Tim Burton. That and Edward Scissorhands are my top 2 favorite Tim Burton movies.
Mine too. And Sweetie Todd is up there too.
Danny Elfman does a fantastic soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
and it's just one of my favorites.
He's one of my favorite composers, Danny Elfman.
Yeah, definitely.
Besides John Williams, but who doesn't love Danny Elfman and John Williams? If you don't like them, then you're not my friends anymore. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. My number one is Home Alone. I just love Home Alone.
It is a Disney movie now, isn't it?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Because Fox owns Disney now, so technically it is. Just like Anastasia, she is a princess, but she's not technically a Disney princess, but now she is because it's Fox. So, and Marie's laughing at us.
Yeah.
So I want to hear you guys. What are some of your top 5 favorite Christmas movies or Disney Christmas movies?
Yes.
Marie's saying that it's one of her favorites.
Have you seen Home Sweet Home Alone?
Yeah, it was awful.
Was it?
I did not like it.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I think Home Alone 2 was the last one that I liked.
It makes Home Alone 3 look better. I can tell you that much. Mm-hmm. It makes Home Alone 3 look better. The one with Alex, I forget what his last name is, but but him. And she's saying that's what Dawn said. Yeah, you can watch it and have your own opinions about it, but Sweet Home Alabama, I like that movie too, but Sweet Home,
I like that movie too, but it's not a Christmas movie.
But Sweet Home Alone is awful. I did not like it. I did a review on it. If you want to look at my YouTube, I did a review on it. So I like the first one with Kevin with who doesn't like Macaulay Culkin as Home Alone? That is Home Alone, you know.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin is Home Alone. But I go for all the old time movies, Christmas movies. Me too. I love Miracle on 34th Street. I watch that every year. I watch all the Santa Claus movies. I actually like the third one when Martin Short's in there. I like that one too. Yeah,
Martin Short is hilarious
as Jack Frost.
And basically in anything he does.
Oh yeah, have you seen Murders Only in the Building? Have you seen that show yet?
Not yet. Have you? How is it?
Yes, you have to check it out. Jake and I actually did do a live on that show. You have to check it out. Because also, if you like Tina Fey, she's in there too.
Oh, is she? Because I was going to say, I love Martin Short and Steve Martin, both of them.
Yes.
Of course.
And Selena Gomez is in there too, if you like Selena Gomez.
She's lovely. Christmas with the Cranks. That is hilarious. Tim Allen.
Yes. And it has the horror queen herself. It has Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis, yeah.
The horror queen herself. Tim Allen's. Yeah, I like Tim Allen too. He's so funny in Christmas with the Cranks. I love Ernest Saves Christmas. It's one of my favorite movies.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
Yeah, I love that. I love any Ernest movies. They're so funny. They crack me up.
Yeah.
A Christmas Story, Kyle's saying. Yeah, I love A Christmas Story too.
Oh my gosh, the 24 hours of Christmas Story on Christmas Day.
Yeah. I like the part where he goes to like lick the light pole and then he gets his tongue stuck.
Okay, so fun fact, the author of the original book grew up in the neighborhood where I live. And so that school is the elementary school that's like a couple blocks from my house. It's supposed to be the setting of that where he got his tongue stuck.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a cool story.
Yeah.
And then Marie sang the Santa Claus, the first one. Yeah, I love that one. It's a classic one.
Yeah, Santa Claus.
And then Sly the Movie Guy sang Die Hard.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? Okay, so who doesn't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
Chandler said it was. Chandler said Die Hard was a Christmas movie.
Oh, I think it's a Christmas movie, but there's a lot of people that don't think it's a Christmas movie. So there's like there's like a debate about it.
I know.
I think Die Hard's a Christmas movie, but Die Hard's a good movie to watch anytime. It's one of Bruce Willis's good movies.
And then,
I love
forward. Bruce Willis was guest starring on Friends as Ross's girlfriend's father.
Yes. And Tristan saying Ernest, and then they're saying Elf. Oh, I love Elf. And then hi Marcos. And then
See, he's making fun of me. I told you, very Brady Christmas. One of my favorites. I watched it putting up the tree, and yeah.
I love Elf. I want to eat what he eats for breakfast in Elf. But don't tell my friend Patrick, because my friend Patrick does not like Will Ferrell at all.
Patrick and I would get along very well.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Yeah, I agree with you, Sly. We all agree with you. I don't know if anybody else in the chat agrees with you, but I agree with you. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but Batman Returns is the best Christmas action movie in my opinion. Yeah, I like that one. I like that Batman Returns. Like, that's such an underrated Batman movie.
Mm-hmm.
I like Jim Carrey as the Riddler in that one. I wish they would bring the Riddler back.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And Christmas Vacation is my favorite funny movie. Yeah, Christmas Vacation is really fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love Chevy Chase. I love him in pretty much anything. Like Community. I loved him in Community.
I did too. He was good. A White Christmas. Yeah, I like A White Christmas too. That's a classic.
Oh yeah, Bing Crosby.
Mm-hmm. Who doesn't like Bing Crosby?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I also like It's a Wonderful Life. I also really like excuse me. Today I was watching the Muppets Christmas Letter, and that was really cute. It's like a little short. It's like 45 minutes on Disney Plus, and that was really cute.
Have you? I know it's not a Christmas movie, but have you watched the Olaf shorts yet? The new ones.
Mm-hmm.
They're so adorable.
Polar Express. Yes, I love Polar Express.
Yes.
Yes, I've seen it. I like the Moana one.
Yes, a Little Mermaid one. All of them are so good. I love them.
Yes. I liked the Aladdin one, how the snowman guy played the Cave of Wonder. That was funny.
I know, right?
he like stole the show. Lethal Weapon, the first one. Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. Lethal Weapon, the first one.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Mel Gibson fan, but that's one of his better movies. He's a better a director than actor, in my opinion. I think that's a hot take. And then Marie saying the shorts were cute.
Yeah, so cute.
Yeah,
you know what I like to for the past maybe like 10 years or so, maybe 5, CBS has been colorizing the old episodes of I Love Lucy.
Oh yeah, I love Lucy.
Yeah, and they've been doing the Christmas episodes every year, so I'm excited to see. I'm sure they're gonna have one this year again.
And I also love Charlie Brown's Christmas too. Who doesn't like Charlie Brown?
Yeah, and that's on Apple TV or Apple TV Plus. If you guys,
yeah, and then CBS is doing it too. Yes, Gremlins. Yes, that's a good Christmas movie too.
Gizzy.
Yeah. Yes, I love that movie. It's one of my favorites besides Labyrinth. It's one of my favorite Gremlins. I could go on and on. I could talk for hours about like Christmas and movies. Have you seen Krampus? That's a horror Christmas movie. Have you seen that one?
I have not. I really should, but I haven't seen it. Is it good?
It's good. But I haven't seen it in a couple years. I Love Lucy's a great show. Gremlins scared Murray. Yeah, Gremlins is kind of like one of those movies that can scare you.
Yeah,
but Krampus, has any of you horror people? Because a lot of horror people are here. Have you guys seen Krampus? That was a good one. I like that one. And Esther saying she loves I Love Lucy. Yep, I used to watch it too. And then Marcos is saying I can't wait for the Disney. Oh, I can't either, Marcos. I can't wait for it either.
I know why. Do you want to know why he can't wait for the Disney Christmas special? Because we were in the parks last weekend, and
were they taping it?
They were taping last weekend, so we got to see Darren Criss do his performances for the taping, and then right after that, we missed Kristen Chenoweth, who I love her.
I love her too.
But she was there too, so yeah, I'm excited for that too.
Yes,
and I'll be able to like see myself in this like little corner back here or something, and
yes.
the TV.
Yes, I have seen Christmas Shoes. That one I do not watch because I do not like sad movies, but it is a good one. But I just refuse to watch sad movies, so I will not watch it. Yeah, and Tristan saying Krampus has, he loves Krampus, and it's a good effect. Yeah, it was really good effects in that movie. If you like horror movies, Alan, you have to check that out.
Yeah, I'll have to. And also on Disney Plus, because I love the Disney parks around Christmas time. It's my favorite time of year. We were just there last weekend. It was beautiful, 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 beautiful. On Disney Plus, from a couple years ago, they showed the decoration special and how they transform Magic Kingdom basically overnight to Christmas.
Yes, I love watching that. Didn't Whoopi host that?
Yeah, Whoopi hosts it. And they showed my favorite, one of my favorite things, the gingerbread houses. So much fun.
At the Grand Floridian. I love walking in the Grand Floridian and smelling that gingerbread house.
I know.
And they used to give you chestnuts, so you would have chestnuts roasted on a fire and everything too. And it's just such a beautiful time to be at Disney around Christmas time because they decorate it so much. Marie's saying it's an awesome show. She loved it. Yeah. And then I also really like trying all the Christmas food that Disney has in the Magic Kingdom. They have such good Christmas food.
Anything with like peppermint, throw it my way. I will eat it all.
Right, me too. I always go into Ghirardelli and I always ask them for their peppermint. You know how they give the samples out? And anytime they have the peppermint one, I just go back. I'm so bad. I just go back and keep getting the samples. They're back this year. Yes, they are.
They are. We didn't get a chance to go over to Grand Flo last weekend. Some of our friends did. Kelly, if Kelly's still watching, she saw it. She went over there and her family. But the gingerbread houses are one of my favorite things to see on property.
Yeah, me too. And then I really want to go one year to Disneyland and go see the gingerbread house that they put in the overlay of the Haunted Mansion of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, me too.
Let's go. We'll plan a trip. Marcos, let's plan a trip and go.
Yes.
We could split the hotel cost and we'll all go. We'll have a party.
It'll be a date.
We'll have a big party.
I was looking this weekend right now. Destination D23 is going on in the parks, and they're announcing all the events for next year. Oh, Marco says yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't been to Disneyland yet. He's only been.
I haven't either. I've never been on an airplane.
Oh, it's so Disneyland is so good. It's different, but it's so good.
And Kelly's saying she saw it. It was so pretty.
Yeah, she went to Grand Flo. Her and her family did. Her brother was in town last weekend, and his girlfriend, and they went over there.
And Esther's saying my favorite thing during Christmas time is the Christmas sound. Yes, they play such great music around that time of year too.
Yeah,
Disney does a really good job around Christmas time. I haven't been to Universal in a long time around Christmas time, so I don't know what they do, but
well, I've been reading some articles. They definitely have a Christmas store. I saw that the Grinch is hanging around.
Yes, the Grinch hangs out in Islands of Adventure and the Dr. Seuss land there. And he does like a parade and stuff like that, and it's really, really cool. And
fun fact, Thurl Ravenscroft, who sang, if you go back to the original Grinch from back in the day, back from the 60s and the 70s, he sang that song, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, the original one.
Right.
He's also in the Haunted Mansion. He's one of the busts in the cemetery, and he's on Pirates of the Caribbean. He's one of the people singing there in Pirates of the Caribbean. He's also in Tiki Room. He's one of the Tiki Birds. And he's one of our favorites, Tony the Tiger.
Yes, he does so many voices. He's such an amazing person.
I know.
I'm so shocked that he knows all these voices and stuff like that. When I see him, I'm just in shock about it. I'm just wow, this guy's very talented. I wish I was that talented in doing voices. I can't even do voices. I try, but I'm so bad.
Was Marie on the last comment?
What? This was Esther.
Esther. She loves The Sound of Music, starring the one and only
Julie Andrews.
Yes.
Who doesn't love Julie Andrews? Who doesn't love Julie Andrews? She's like a sweetheart.
She definitely is.
I like her in what is it? Princess Diaries. With Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
Because that's her to a T, I think, almost.
Oh, definitely. And definitely not a Disney movie, but Shrek. I love her in Shreks.
Oh yeah, she does play the mother in Shrek. She plays Fiona's mother.
Yep.
Yeah, I forget sometimes that she plays in other things besides Disney.
Yeah, she was a Broadway actress to start with.
I would love to meet her. I would love to meet her too. I know Lou Majallo met her, had a phone conversation with her, and said she was a very nice person.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, you know who Lou Majallo is, right?
I do.
Yeah, he said she had another engagement, and she was not being you know how most celebrities would probably rush you. She wasn't even rushing him or anything like that, which was nice,
I would love that she was so down to earth and everything. I would, that would just be amazing.
I think a lot of the celebrities that we think, they are pretty much down to earth. Some of them are, but I've heard Anne Hathaway's not so nice in real life.
Because I before the pandemic, obviously, I used to go and travel a lot more. And one of the nicest celebrities that I ever met was Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, he's really nice.
Yeah, seriously, the most genuine guy. He thanked me for asking him for his autograph. I'm
right.
Who does that? I was like, no, thank you for stopping.
Right. Actually,
no, it's
right. You. Right. Yeah, no celebrity ever does that, I don't think. Actually, a few months ago, about a month ago or two, I think it was a month or two ago, Steven Spielberg was actually in my Publix, and he was buying ice cream. I was fangirling in the inside because he came through my line, and my coworkers are trying to ask him for an autograph, and I'm like, don't do that, let the man buy his ice cream.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I could have kept it together.
I wasn't sure if it was him at first, and I'm like, this is him. He was down the aisle, and I just happened to walk by, and then it comes out, he comes to my register later on. I was walking by, and I was like, do you need help with anything? He's like, no, I'm okay. And I said, okay. I said, just let me know. And then he comes into my register, and I'm like, that's Steven Spielberg. Letting you know that December 7th, they are showing the live action On a Different Stroke Facts of Life cast, and kind of different. Or I didn't know that. But yeah, and I was just like, oh, that's interesting. So yeah, so I got to meet him by buying ice cream, because where I work, I see a lot of pro golfers And a
Oh,
lot, because Tiger Woods has a restaurant right across the street from my work. So I see a lot of pro golfers and I see a lot of celebrities at my Publix because of that reason.
got you.
hmm So I'm just like, okay, come. I'll meet you guys, you know. But what other kind of Christmas movies do you guys like, or what kind of movies do you guys like in general? I just want to know. Just trying to keep you guys. What's one of your favorite movies, Alan?
Oh my gosh, that's like asking who's your favorite child. I love a lot of different stuff. One of my favorite movies from growing up probably is That Thing You Do.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, Tom
Tom
Hanks,
Hanks.
one of my favorites.
He actually wrote that and directed that.
He did. One of the first movies I remember seeing in the theater was Oliver and Company.
I love Oliver and Company.
That one has a special place in my heart, obviously. And then, there's, gosh, so many.
You want to know what my first movie was in the movie theater? Edward Scissorhands. I don't know who would take a 5-year-old to go see Edward Scissorhands, but that was my first movie in the movie theater.
Oh, one of my favorites. I love Edward Scissorhands.
Marie saying all Disney movies, no scary movies, Hallmark movies.
Oh, you know who's in a lot of Hallmark movies now is the people who did Mean Girls, which again is one of my favorite movies. I love Mean Girls.
Oh, yeah, I love Mean Girls too. I could quote that movie. On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Yes, I can definitely. Also, Bridesmaids. I love Bridesmaids.
Me too. That's such a hilarious movie. Alice in Wonderland is what Esther's saying. Oh, I love Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, yeah. It's one of my brother's favorites too. I just bought him a mug with it on it.
One of mine is Friday the 13th at midnight. I haven't seen that one. Help me, I'm poor. That's what Kelly's saying.
Kelly's poor.
Yes.
Bridesmaids.
Yeah. And actually, I really liked Melissa McCarthy in Bridesmaids too.
If you definitely not the same thing, but we just watched a couple weeks ago. We watched The Starling, that has Melissa McCarthy and Chris O'Dowd, who played Officer Rhodes in Bridesmaids.
I haven't seen that yet. Is that on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, and it's so good. It's so intense. It's not a comedy. It's definitely a drama, but they're a couple, and it's their struggle with losing their child.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I saw it. It's on my queue, like my list to watch, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
And Marcos was saying Starling was so good.
Yeah, it was so good.
I'll have to check it out because I have not seen it yet. But one of my favorite shows with her in it, and she's such an underrated character, was her in Gilmore Girls. She played Suki in Gilmore Girls, and Gilmore Girls is
seen
one of
every episode of Gilmore Girls like 6 times. I swear.
I have too, because that's one of my favorite shows. It's like an underrated show, I think.
It's so good. The humor and comedy is so good, and that's a lot to do with Amy Sherman Palladino, who also did. If you really like that, the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which is
I love that show. And then she also did Bunheads, but that didn't really go off too well on Freeform.
Yeah, and I wasn't a big fan as much as I am Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah, I love Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. It's such a good show if anybody hasn't checked that out. And Kyle sang the Princess Bride. Who doesn't love the Princess Bride?
Oh yes.
And then yeah, I don't know if we're gonna go 4 hours, Hops. It's not Sunday.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I can make another 4 hours.
He gets up early. Alan gets up early.
Yeah, my first class is 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you have to get up at 6, right?
I do.
Or do you get up at 7 and just go, okay, I'm ready?
I wish. No, I'm very much a high maintenance person in the morning. It
Me
takes
too.
I gotta like lift one eyelid up, lift the other eyelid up, and just try to wake up. Try to wake up.
Right. Esther saying Pretty Woman, Titanic, The Great Gatsby, Secret Divine of the Yaya his Sisterhood, or anything with Witherspoon or Meryl Streep.
Oh, can we talk about Meryl Streep and how much of a precious gem she is?
Yes. Gilmore Girls is her favorite. Oh, I love Meryl Streep. I love her in Devils Wear Prada. I liked her in that movie.
I do too, and Emily Blunt.
Yes, and Kelly saying you're an old man. Ellen goes to bed at 8:30.
I am an old man. I love my sleep. It takes a lot of beauty rest to look this good. So
It's Complicated is the best. Oh yeah, It's Complicated. That was a good one with Alec Baldwin. That was a good one.
Street, yes.
Yeah.
And that very young John Krasinski, who I love.
Yes.
Also,
I love John Krasinski too.
Married to Emily Blunt, who is in Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
And also Mary Poppins Returns.
And they're both in The Quiet Place together too, but I haven't seen those movies yet.
Oh, it's really good. Quiet Place 2, I think, is on one of the streaming services.
They're both on HBO Max, I think.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. Very good. One of my favorite series.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's really good. Oh, who doesn't love Audrey Hepburn?
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah, exactly. One of my favorite movies. It's one of my favorite classic movies that I could watch all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I love the classic actresses and actors. You know.
Oh, definitely.
I like Sean Connery a lot too. His movies were really good.
Have you seen the last
A Facing Reality? What?
Have you seen the new James Bond yet?
No, I want to. How was it? Have you seen it?
I haven't yet, but I don't know. I'm not ready to say goodbye to Daniel Craig.
Oh, I like Spectro better than his 007. I like Spectre better than his 007. But I'll be talking about that in a few weeks on the podcast. We will be doing a James Bond episode. We will be going from the ones from the 70s all the way until now.
Oh, fun. I'm going to have to tune in for that one.
But it will be on the podcast, but I will also put it on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check it out too. And then on Tuesday, Stan Solo and I, he's one of my good friends and Alan's good friend, we're going to be doing a Hallmark Christmas movie episode on Tuesday for the podcast. Pierce Brosnan is Esther's favorite James Bond.
You know what I love Pierce Brosnan in, and it's one of, I think, everybody's favorite movies, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh yeah, I love him in that one too. I like the part where they're at the pool and Robin Williams just hits him.
It was a drive-by fruiting.
Yeah. Or when Robin Williams has to give him the Heimlich.
I love when Robin Williams keeps calling back with all the different voices.
Oh yeah, that's funny too.
A friend and I quote it all the time, and she goes, "I don't do the voice because I used to be one."
Yeah, and then also, who doesn't love Robin Williams though?
Oh my gosh, everything. It
is a good movie, Murray. It's an awesome movie, Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah, I mean, and the famous Sally Fields on there too.
Dead Poet Society to What Dreams May Come is one of my favorite movies with Cuba Gooding Jr. To the humor, to everything, to Aladdin. I mean, come on, that Jew was amazing.
Mark and Mindy, Murray saying Mark and Mindy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love Robin Williams as the genie. I also liked him in Bicentennial Man, or however you say. I can't talk. But Robin Williams actually went to Juilliard. That's the
Yeah.
college he went to. And a lot of people don't realize that he actually went there for dance, and then he ended up becoming an actor.
Oh, Hook.
Hook.
I love
Yeah.
Hook.
Me too. And the famous Julia Roberts as Tinkerbell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Maggie Smith's in that movie too. Professor McGonagall.
And a feel-good movie, I don't think it gets enough credit, is Patch Adams. I don't know if you've
Oh, I
seen
love
it.
Patch Adams. That's an underrated movie.
Yeah. Oh,
Flubber.
Flubber. Yep.
I loved him in Flubber. I actually watched that movie a few months ago.
And he's in, well, at least his name is in Journey into Imagination with Figment. His name's
Yes.
on the door. And
Mhm.
go to the main
Yeah.
thing.
So do you miss Dreamfinder, or do you like the new Figment?
So I love Dreamfinder for nostalgia. I'll deal with the new Figment because I love Figment. Figment is one of my favorite park characters ever.
Mine too.
And so I'll deal with it because he's still in there, but I miss Dreamfinder and all that kind of stuff.
Me too, because I grew up with that. And then what about the show that used to? Oh, you know what I also miss in Epcot? Captain EO with Michael Jackson.
Yeah. So when Michael Jackson died, they had brought it back for a little while, but they replaced it a few years ago with that Pixar Short Festival.
Yeah, I have not seen that.
It's cute. They rotate them, but it's cute.
And as you're saying, Flubber's a good one. Yeah, I like Flubber. I don't have a problem with Flubber. But it's kind of outdated. Excuse me, my voice is cracking. It's kind of outdated though.
Mm-hmm.
Flubber's kind of outdated. Just the technology, because that was like 1997 when that movie came out, so it's a little bit outdated. But it's a good movie. It's just a little bit outdated. As a movie reviewer, I just think it's a little outdated. I actually watched this movie. Have you seen this movie with Tom Hanks? It's his first leading movie. I watched it last night. If you have Peacock, it's on Peacock. It's called Monsters and Mazes, and it came out in 1982. And it's his first movie, his first leading role movie.
No, I haven't seen that before, but do you have Apple TV Plus?
Yeah.
Have you watched Finch yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it is so good. Tom Hanks is starring in it. Almost like the same thing like Castaway.
Mm-hmm.
He's by himself, and he builds this robot that keeps him company because he has nobody else. So it's him and his dog and this robot and their journey together. And you don't realize, that's another one that was real good, that you don't realize it gets you super emotional. I was like, holy cow.
That's Esther. She's saying she loves Tom Hanks movies. Yeah, I do too. I love Tom Hanks movies.
Anything, even like the Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan movies. Oh my gosh, those are some of my favorites.
Sleepless in Seattle. You Got Mail.
You Got Mail. Yeah, absolutely.
You Got Mail. I remember that. I remember signing into AOL and always saying that. That used to be the Facebook before Facebook was even invented.
Oh yeah.
In MySpace. And I used to go in the chat rooms all the time as like a 13-year-old kid. I used to go in chat rooms and just like, and then I had like Metallica as like my my like thing at the bottom because I really liked Metallica at the time. So people knew, and they were like, these adults would talk to me and they're like, you're 14. They didn't know that I was like 14 or 15 at the time, and I had a Metallica sticker. That's funny. He plays a perfect Mr. Rogers. Yeah, he did a good job in playing my neighbor.
Oh, you know what? I haven't seen it yet. It's on my list to watch. I let it slip by me for now.
It's such a good movie. It will make you cry though. Some parts will make you cry.
Really? Is that the one with Paul Rudd?
Yes.
Yeah, I love Paul Rudd too.
I love him as Ant-Man. You know how they say Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool? I think Paul Rudd plays a really good Ant-Man.
Yeah, definitely.
The character's like made for Paul Rudd, I think.
Mm.
Saving Mr. Banks. Oh, I love Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah, and it's so underappreciated.
Mm-hmm. With what's her name? That plays P.F. Travers. What's her name?
Emma, not Emma.
She is Emma Thompson. Emma Thompson.
Who also plays Mrs. Potts in the live-action Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm. That one I didn't like as much.
I thought the cinematography was beautiful and the costuming was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a big fan of...
I Desire Wealth.
Hello. I'm not a big fan of Emma Watson.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom Hanks played a really good Walt Disney, I think.
Oh, yeah. Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah. Have you seen Walt? Have you seen the movie Walt Before Mickey? Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't yet. But I know that one has Jodie Sweetin, who was a part of everybody's childhood, as Stephanie Tanner in Full House.
So that movie actually is really good. It has the guy from, have you seen Rookie of the Year and American Pie?
Mm-hmm.
So he's one of the main characters. He plays Walt's brother in this movie. And it's such a good movie. It's very inspirational. You get to see Walt as he's coming to terms with like what happened with his mom, and you see like what he had to go through in his life, and it's really interesting. Yeah, Saving Mr. Banks is a good one. It's one of my favorites. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. And Alan, you can find Alan and Now That's Disney group. You can find me and Now That's Disney group. We're both admins for that group. If you want me to, I will send you a link to there. And we have a lot of fun. It's just to show your Disney life in there. And we post a lot in there as well. We do polls. We do like, what's your favorite this or that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, she's in some Hallmark movies as well. Jodie Sweetin is in some Hallmark movies. And you guys know where to find me. You can find me on Popping the Popcorn on Instagram. You can find me at Popping the Popcorn Facebook/groups. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on TikTok now. You can find me on all the social medias.
What?
Yeah.
Let's make a TikTok, Katie. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm ready. I got my dance moves.
Okay, we can make a TikTok. I don't know how to make a TikTok, but
let's do it. But can I come back? This was fun, and I feel like I have so much more to say.
You can come back anytime, Alan. You know that. You're welcome to anytime. Any of you guys, if any of you guys want to come on, let me know. Shoot me a message. Yeah. And you're more than welcome to come. We could talk about anything. I don't care.
And if we should do like me, you, and Jake should do a show.
Yeah, we can. I don't know if Jake's still in the comments. I'll text him.
Do it.
Cause it's like, I think it's like 4. Oh, Jake's still there. Jake, before we go, do you want to do a show with me and Alan sometime? But it would have to be like, cause his time normally he comes on here at like 3:00 in the afternoon, like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So you would have to do it on a weekend. Okay. Because of his time zone. I think it's like 4 or 5 right now in New Zealand PM. No, I think it's morning there. It could be daytime. I don't even know. I just know around this time it's normally like in the morning. If he's on at like 3 in the afternoon with me, 3 or 4, it's normally morning there. He's just waking up normally when he's on with me. Gotcha. So Jake, let me know before we go. Do you want to do a show with Alan and I? We could figure it out. After this live, I'll put us all in the group chat.
Yes.
Do you need Brian Lee or Mark Valentine on the show? Well, I can just message them, Esther. Mark Valentine was on a show with me. This is a different Disney group she's talking about. Mark Valentine was on my 6-month podcast anniversary episode, actually. You could go back. That's on YouTube, or you can listen to it on my podcast. Popping in the popcorn. You can find it anywhere you find podcasts. Spotify, Apple, whatever. I'm not an Apple user. Sorry.
Oh, I am. It's Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, you can find me there. You can find me on Stitcher. You can find me on wherever you find your favorite podcasts. So enjoy your night, everybody, and happy Friday. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.